All right. Hey, guys. I have some great news for those of you that actually download the podcast. You can always download my podcast from all the places where you get your podcast, like Apple, iTunes, um, Stitcher, Spotify, all those places. Anyway, I've got some intro music and trying to work all these new toys and buzzers in, and I failed. I totally did. This OBS software is a little bit over my head just yet, but I'm working on getting some help soon. And so when I have that, we will be up and running. And what do you know? I might actually have this thing looking pretty impressive. So I, last night I told you guys that I would be talking with Kurt Potter, and so I was trying to bring him in and do that live stream and stuff. Couldn't get that to work either. I mean, everything I've tried today has fallen flat. So hopefully somebody out there is seeing this. My goal, of course, is to bring you guys news and views of local politics here in Middle Tennessee, especially, and just discuss what's going on in Murfreesboro, in Rutherford County, and then out in the wider area as we see. And sometimes we talk about national politics. And right now, there's a lot of news about national politics. I've got people on the right that are telling me that it's time for us to move on. I've got people on the right who are telling me that it's time to move on. It's time to really fight these constitutional battles and stuff. And so that's why I was interested in Kurt on. I want to talk to him and hear if there was a way to steal an election. I thought I'd talk to an actual political consultant, someone who has been paid to run campaigns, if it was possible. And so I'm hoping you guys enjoy our conversation. I'm about to cross your fingers at home. I'm going to try to play it on here. So let's see if I can get it to do that. But I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. And hold on one second while I find that. Well, I hope this works. We'll have to find out. Guys, on. having some rough technical difficulties today. So if you are just now joining me, thank you for joining me. Thank you very much. I have been having some troubles. I was trying out some new software, and you know what happens when you try out new things? It normally fails. And so I just, it did not go very well for me whatsoever. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about the new podcast. So I do the live streaming on Facebook and on Periscope and on, let's see, where else am I on? A couple other places, but Facebook, Periscope. I'm on YouTube. I'm on, where else? Like I said, anyway, I'm on all the places that allow for live streaming. I've got a live stream running there. So I'm trying to break in OBS because my brother, who runs a very successful podcast, he says I got to use it, and so I'm trying to learn it if I can. He's going to work with me this week on over Thanksgiving and get me straightened out there. So anyway, that's great. I've got new jingles so a new intro that is coming along. I had one user get that to me, and I've got a closer that's coming in, and then I'm also starting a new segment of the show that's like basically Ask a Libertarian, because I feel like the purpose of this show, when I first started it, the goal was to express libertarian news and views, basically, for Middle Tennessee. Try to get this middle of the road that I think, because as a libertarian, I think that the more people I can convince that libertarians are right, the better it will be for all of us. And so, because I want to bring us back together, because I see that we're being split apart right now, going far right and far left, and it's leaving a widened gap in the center. And I think that's unhealthy. So I'm trying to help solve problems by offering another path, right? And so I'm trying to blaze that path, right, and get people to follow me. And what I think when I look back on where I've been over this past year with this podcast, I think that I've learned some things, and I feel like I've got some direction, so I can head into next year, 2021, and be ready to go to really do some great things. So I'm going to focus on growing the podcast. You guys can help me if you'll go to iTunes and Spotify and places like that where you get podcasts, and if you'll like it, if you will leave a review, that would be very helpful. That's something that you can do to help me. You can also always just email me or contact me either through Facebook or Instagram or, all these places. I'm there. Answer Fancher or Gabriel Fancher, however, most right now, they know me. And so please let me know what I can do to make this better. I appreciate my brother taking time to give me some advice and to help point some things out. Thank you, Dallas. If you get a chance to listen to his podcast, it's called Under the Tree, I believe. Anyway, I'll get a link to it so that way I can share it with you guys, and you guys can hear my brother and all his things. He's got some interesting views on issues, and so it's good to hear interesting views, I think, because it makes us think. And so the things I wanted to talk about today locally is I wanted to talk about City Cafe. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the D&J did a story on them about how their GoFundMe raised a lot of money for the restaurant to keep it open. Helped a lot of the people that work there, helped them by giving them some money, especially as we head into Christmas, and who couldn't use a few extra dollars at Christmas. But, so now it's time to dump some cold water on this issue. And that I think that, I don't want to get in trouble for this, but I think that when you have to go to GoFundMe, or if you go on Facebook and you say, hey guys, my business is dying, I need you to come in, I think that you're running a bad business, because that's not good marketing, right? The help me please marketing does work for a short time, and it does work well during that short time. But if you don't change your business model, then you're going to die, right? That businesses that are able to, there are some businesses that are going to thrive in this new post-COVID world, and there are some that are going to go the way of the dinosaur. If you don't adapt, you get replaced. Simple as that. It's called creative destruction, and it's painful to those who suffer from it. I know this but that is, I know this because I've been creatively destroyed before. You know, when you lose a job and things of that nature, it happens, right? What you have to do is you got to take a look at what you were doing, figure out what you did wrong, figure out what you were doing right, and go do more of what you're doing right, right? And do less of what you're doing wrong, and constantly be getting better. I don't think that. I don't know the owners. I'd love to talk with them. I'd love to interview them. So if you guys know the owners, and if I'm wrong on this, then I will gladly eat the crow on it and share with you guys what I learned. But from what I can tell, it seems to me that they were planning on closing the business down. And I just don't. I'm not aware that they had made very many changes to try to save the business, to change it to something new. And so I have somebody knocking at my door, and my killer attack dog is attacking them. Topper, please stop. Come here, boy. Stop it. It's been one of those mornings. It just has. This is what happens when you talk bad about a restaurant that's been in business for 120 years. It's the feds. They're not yet, Jason. Not yet. Not the feds yet. You gotta have a way more popular show. Topper, stop it. That's enough. Come here. Come. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. I mean, seriously, guys. Look at this monster, this killer I have. Yeah. Don't be knocking on the door when I'm doing my podcast. Don't be doing that. All right. So let's there's that. Now, let me just tell you, let me add to you guys that I'm bringing Kurt on through a live stream here in just a little bit. I'm going to share that. Unfortunately, I won't be able to. Topper, that's enough. That's enough. Come here. At least he listens. At least he listens. Come here. You're okay. Come here. Come here. Come here. Stop. He's in a bad mood now. Look out. He's in a bad mood. So I'm going to run that. This is crazy. I'm going to run that and let you guys watch that. And then we'll come back on and we'll do a little bit more. I'm going to put all this together somehow into a podcast and share that, a link to that. Like I said, if you guys would like that on iTunes, leave a review. That'd be helpful. Even if it's full of things that I could do better, that'd be great. So again, thanks for tuning in. Sorry for the craziness today, but it's part of the learning curve, I suppose. I will talk to you all very, very soon. Thanks for tuning in.